Alright, it is 6:15 in the morning. They say New York City is the city that never sleeps, and we didn't much last night either. Got 4 hours of sleep. But yeah, we're gonna actually go downstairs and we're gonna do something a little bit silly. Most people come to New York City and they're like, oh, you know, explore it for a week, but we're gonna leave. You know, we're smart people. We're gonna leave New York City. So yeah, actually join us as we head downstairs, and we're about to take an Amtrack out of New York City. So let's go and do that. Before we leave New York City though, we are actually gonna grab some breakfast for later, and what better to get than a bagel sandwich. So going to a place called Bagel Pub right here. The bagels have been acquired. And now, oh, that's so weird hearing the subway down there. It's crazy. All right, we're heading back on track to get to the train station now. So let's go. Here it is, the world's most famous arena, Madison Square Garden. It's huge. We'll be taking the 63 Maple Leaf. Just don't know which track yet, so we're just gonna wait in the waiting room.
Once again, passengers for 63 Maple Leaf in Toronto, please line up by 5 or 6 and have a physical ticket present before the boarding. Thank you.
Here we go. And it's boarding. Going to Albany. Train is here and we're gonna board. First time ever taking the Amtrack, so decided to do that. Amtrack. It's been fun. Alright, we just got out of the train station and we're renting a car with Enterprise. And yeah, they actually had a person that came here and dropped the car off so we didn't have to go to the location 10 minutes away, which is nice. So we're actually going to be heading now into Massachusetts. And you might wonder why. Well, if you're an enthusiast, you probably know why. We're here in August of 2023. And there's something that's here for only a few more months, and we have reservations to go ride it. But first, let's stop at a mountain coaster on the way there. So we'll maybe give you some footage on the way up there, and then we'll see you at Jiminy Peak. So let's head up there. Well, New York, it's been nice being in you for a whopping 11 hours. But yeah, we're actually gonna cross the border momentarily. And there should be a sign up here saying, "Welcome to Massachusetts." Aha, here it is. Hancock, Massachusetts. There it was.
Massachusetts.
Oh, thanks, Google. And just like that, just a 40-minute drive from the Albany train station, and we've made it up here to Jiminy Peak Mountain Resort. And yeah, they've got a mountain coaster here, so we're gonna go give that a ride. And yeah, so let's get you some shots of the mountain coaster when we can find it. They do have this really nice entrance area here. Very nice looking buildings. And I see a sign for tickets up the stairs, so we'll go up there. So this is the pricing if you want to participate. If you just want to do the coaster, looks like it's going to be 15 bucks. You have to sign a waiver, and then you take it up to the ticket booth. You got a mountain coaster cart right there. And here's the ticket booth. The lady that took care of us was super, super sweet. Got our 2 single ride tickets, no tax, which is nice, just $30. So not the most expensive, not the cheapest, just average pricing I'd say for a mountain coaster. But yeah, we're gonna go find it. I see the Alpine slides over there, but we're gonna go find the coaster somewhere around here. Man, this just gorgeous. A little creek running through here. A very interesting, or some would say sketchy looking swing attraction right there. I got some bungee trampolines for the kids and some inflatables. Now where is this darn mountain coaster? Also, I tried to figure out what this is, and I finally did. It's a giant swing. Homemade. It's sort of funny. It looks like almost like a sky coaster. If a sky coaster had like an S&S Scream and Swing sort of train, except the seats go literally vertical because of how it's attached up there. That's so interesting. Ah, so that's what it does. And then it just free swings. Ah, the park read my mind. They knew I needed a sign. It is this way. Alright. I have found it. I have found it. Looks like there's not a long wait, which is good. That definitely was different at Ober Gatlinburg. So definitely will take a walk-on wait for a mountain coaster. But yeah, let's go give this a ride.
Must not exceed 340 pounds.
340-pound weight limit, not too bad.
Must be at least 60.
And we're ready to go. Just waiting our turn. And it's now starting to sprinkle. Thankfully, it's not too hard. Ooh, that looks a nice looking helix right there. Thankfully, I've got a pretty good gap here with the people in front of me, so definitely have a nice, good gap. Also, false alarm about that sprinkling, because it certainly is not sprinkly anymore, so. Well. They have the chairlift up there for the Alpine slide. And yeah. Don't know anything about this mountain coaster, so hopefully it's not auto trim central like the one at Yogi Bears in North Carolina. Hopefully, but we'll find out momentarily. And there comes Amy. All right, just got off the Jiminy Peak Mountain Coaster here in Massachusetts. What do you think of it?
I like it. It's not too intense. There's a little bit of trimming on it, which I like, but it's nothing like some of the ones we've been in the past, especially the Yogi Bear one.
Yeah.
Very minimal trimming, not too crazy of a ride, very smooth, pretty slow. Just a nice, just relaxation.
Yeah, and I went full send down the whole thing, and there's a couple moments to actually let you get up to pretty good speed, so I appreciated that. But yeah, super fun. There's a couple, especially towards the end after a big drop, there's a couple little airtime bumps that were that gave some decent floater ejector because like you actually had some speed there. That was nice. The helix is good. Yeah, just really relaxing, really fun. Yeah, that's all I really have about it. But we're gonna leave here now, and we're actually gonna be heading to a town that I forget the name of it. Right, North Adams, I think is what it is. I'm probably wrong, but I'll put it in if I was wrong. But I think it's in North Adams, Massachusetts. And yeah, we're actually going to the Massachusetts Museum of Contemporary Art. And so yeah, well, I'll see you guys over there. And yeah, we'll see if we get any footage along the way. But also, I forgot to mention earlier, those breakfast sandwiches that we got from the bagel shop earlier, delicious. Super good. So I highly recommend if you're in New York City, checking out the Bagel Pub.
And they're big.
They're big. They're big.
We both only ate half of it. It is decent size.
Yeah, so definitely get your money's worth there. But yeah, we'll see you guys. Next time we'll see you will be at the Massachusetts Museum of Contemporary Art, or MoCA for short. All right, we have made it to MoCA, or Massachusetts Museum of Contemporary Art. Yeah, we are here because we got a couple of reservations to go ride something in here. It's a roller coaster in a museum. So yeah, we're gonna go do that. It's part of this exhibit called Brake Run Helix by the artist E.J. Hill. So we'll make sure we get some footage or some videos of all the different art pieces they do have as part of the exhibit. But yeah, that's the poster right there for it. Brake Run Helix. Let's go find the entrance. Oh, there's a big arrow pointed that way. But yeah, let's go inside and see what they have here. Gonna have to kill an hour between our two rides, so we'll definitely explore some of the museum for sure. You come over here and there's this massive courtyard area. Looks like they have a little cafe over there, some seating area. But yeah, let's go get inside. Super nice facility from what I'm seeing so far. As seen in the New York Times, you can actually buy art from a vending machine. That's really interesting. All right, we just made it inside. They actually give you these little fancy dancy stickers as your admission when you pay for your admission. So yeah, we're actually gonna head inside and we're gonna go explore some of the museum exhibits right now. Wow, look at this thing. That's the cart that we will be riding in right there. All right, Amy's gonna take the plunge first. Gotta go up these stairs. She is going in. Time to go film her from downstairs.
It's here. Ooh. I am only just a little bit excited, but it's finally my turn to go. Ooh. All right, I just got my ride. She had her ride an hour ago, and we figured we'd just wait till we both had the chance to ride it. So you went first. What did you think of it?
I liked it. It was I was expecting it to be a little more rough just because there's an art piece, but it is surprisingly smooth. Moderate speed, not much of anything. There was one spot we thought we'd get airtime, and it wasn't really much of anything. It was just a smooth little, just fun ride. And people were able to come by, and there's benches here that you can sit on, so you can watch the people while they're on the coaster. The coaster's only like maybe not even a minute.
No.
It's so quick. It's so quick and done. But the nice thing too is that when the ride is done, the car stays down here, so like kids can get in one at a time. You can take photos of the kids in the car and stuff like that, which is really nice. But it's just relaxing ride.
Yeah, I liked it a lot. My favorite part was the rollback. There's just the backwards sensation of falling backwards. That was really good. I did not think I would like that as much as I did, but that was definitely the highlight of the ride for me. When I was up there talking to the guy, he actually explained that all the wood used for the supports and the art pieces in here are all recycled wood from the artist's previous exhibit in California. And then after this exhibit's done, he's going to reuse the wood again, but the roller coaster steel track itself is going to be retired. So if you see this and it's not quite January of 2024, you can come and try to get on it, but after that, that's it. So it's definitely one of the most rare coaster credits you can get, especially the ones that are open to the public. But yeah, I really enjoyed it. Definitely worth coming out here. But yeah, that's going to do it here from Mass MoCA. And next thing we're going to see you is going to be 30 minutes down the road. We're going to go to another mountain coaster. So come and join us for another mountain coaster. I feel like we're back in Pigeon Forge again. But first, we have to get this merch to commemorate our ride. Look at that. Yeah. Another Coaster Dynamics to add to the collection. I found the roller coaster in the distance, the mountain coaster. It's over there. But first it says we need to get our tickets over here. So we'll go grab our tickets. All right, got our tokens. So yeah, let's go ride this mountain coaster. If I'm not mistaken, this is one done by the Aquatic Development Group. They're the people that did the one in Branson, the Runaway Mountain, and also the one that we did not like at Ober-Gatlinburg. So let's see how it compares to those two, because those are very opposite ends of the spectrum from what we like for mountain coasters. So we'll see if it's more like the one in Branson or if it's more like Ober-Gatlinburg. Which hopefully, that does mean though that they don't have auto trims. Yay! Whee! Such gorgeous views from up here. Man, this has been one long lift hill, but we're finally at the top. I'm going full speed down the whole mountain. You have a good day. Woohoo! Here comes Amy. All right, we just got off the Thunderbolt mountain coaster, and yeah, I was gonna try to record a POV for you guys, but literally, I tried for the first 15 seconds, and yeah, this thing, just like the one in Branson, just like Ober-Gatlinburg, no trims whatsoever. Yeah, so I was just like, I didn't want to risk losing my phone up there on the mountain, and I'm like, I'm just not gonna do it. But It was super fun. And yeah, I definitely prefer this way more than the Ober-Gatlinburg. I don't know if I would put it above Runaway in Branson, but I'd say it's definitely up there. It's definitely,
high on the list.
one of my favorite mountain coasters I've ever done. Definitely worth the $20. Definitely more of the, I would say, more thrilling mountain coaster type, as opposed to the one that we did earlier at Jiminy Peak. That's more the relaxing family mountain coaster experience. This is definitely, I can see why the weight limit's only 300 on this, because yeah, it's definitely.
You go fast. You go fast. If you go full send, you go fast. And you hit, there's a couple of those spots where it would bounce me up and like my hands instinctively would come up just because my whole body's being thrown up. And it's like, oh boy.
Yeah, no, there's a couple good moments where I literally, my butt was off the seat for at least 2 seconds. And I'm just the cart drops out and your butt's still just sitting in the air. You're like, oh crap. But it was still super fun. Highly recommend coming out to this place. It's called Berkshire East, the Thunderbolt mountain coaster, I think is what it's called. But yeah, definitely recommend. And now we're gonna do something that was actually not planned until yesterday. Initially, we had planned to go to the Great Escape after Mass MoCA, but
with the weather the way it is, humidity, and the chance of rain, there was only a few rides there, and one of them was shut down, and we're like, what's the point in going all the way over there?
The main reason why we're going to try to go this trip is because the Alpine Bobsled is closing on September 3rd, and after that it won't operate, but they can't operate with high humidity or like even a little bit of moisture in the air or rain, and it's been all that all day. Yeah. And so I checked the app, and yeah, it's been closed all day. So I'm like, yeah, we're going to go to the other Six Flags park in the area. So we're actually going to drive the hour south of here to Six Flags New England for our first ever visit. We're going to have about 3.5 hours there. Can try to do as much as we can in 3.5 hours. So the next time we'll see you will be at Six Flags New England for our first ever visit. So we'll see you guys there. So that's the custom bike ones that they use right there to get the bikes up to the top of the lift. That's such a cool thing. Maybe one day if I learn how to mountain bike, I will come back here and do that, because that looks like so much fun. All right, we made it here to Six Flags New England. Currently the time is 4:46, so we got 3 hours and 15 minutes till the park closes. So hopefully we can get as much as we can, and yeah, we'll see how much that is. Literally, we are being pulled by a truck. Never seen that before. Of course, it wouldn't be Six Flags without the, you know, generic random theming of M&Ms. So you got the staircase of M&Ms. There's Superman going up the lift hill. Alright, we made it here. Entrance Plaza. Sorry the generic pop music's playing in the background, but yeah, we're gonna go and get inside. Let's go. Alright, we've made it into the park now. And yeah, I think we're just gonna work our way from the back right to the left. So we're just gonna head straight towards the back right and then work our way that way. So we'll see how that gets us. Just got off the Riddler Revenge, not to be confused with Riddler's Revenge. Yeah, it's our third SLC ever, and I actually liked it. It has the new chains on it, and that helped a ton, so there wasn't any headbanging at all. There's still a couple spots where the track itself was rattly, but the trains definitely made it so much more bearable for me. What do you think?
I liked it. It's one of those rides that I'd get on it once, get the credit, probably won't go on it again. Like I said, it's definitely a lot better than the other ones that we were on with the new trains. The rickety spots, just because the track is older, new trains doesn't do anything against a track that is old.
Yeah.
But it was still a decent ride.
Yeah. Okay, we're gonna head over quickly to Batman, the next coaster nearby. So let's go. All right, we just got off Batman the Dark Knight coaster. Not a B&M invert coaster, not a Wild Mouse coaster, but a B&M floorless coaster with 5 inversions on that thing. And man, I loved it. What did you think?
It was nice and smooth. It was a rather relaxing ride. I'm usually not the biggest fan of floorless. I actually think it'd be better at the lower height, like this one is. Because like Scream, I just can't stand it. Medusa was kind of so I actually think I prefer it as the smaller level like this one is.
Yeah, and also I loved the view when you were up on the lift hill before the drop. I loved that view of the river. It's just absolutely gorgeous. But yeah, next up we're gonna be hitting up the Joker 40 free spin, so we'll go over there. Yeah, Amy's excited. Alright, we just got off the Joker, the 40 free spin coaster here, and what did you think?
Actually, it was good. It was good. With these, it's such a hit or miss. You could barely spin, or you could be almost non-stop spins. We were kind of in the middle. We had, what, 2 or 3 full spins?
Yeah, we had, I think, 2.5 spins, maybe 3,
Yeah,
and a couple partial tilts, yeah. But yeah, I was telling her, it definitely felt like a good middle ground where, like she said, you're not spinning all the time, and we've had rides where we haven't flipped at all. Definitely a nice little middle ground, but still a one and done for me. I just, you know.
Most of these ones back here are.
Yeah, so we're going to actually head towards the center of the park now because we finished this end. So we're going to start walking that way, and we'll figure out whatever coaster we come to first. We'll get on it, and we'll show you what it is. New for this year, they got the Dino Off-Road Adventures, and yeah, that's super cool. So it's a reskin of the antique car rides. Yeah.
Hello, my friends over there. Welcome to Dino Off-Road Adventure. I hope y'all enjoy your trip to Raptor Canyon.
That's awesome. Talk about a great way to revitalize an antique car ride. Up next, we got the Zero family coaster here called Catwoman Whip. So we'll go ahead and give that a go. Alright, we just got off of Catwoman's Whip, the Zero family coaster here, and yeah, the operations were interesting to say the least. They weren't even loading. They said the back 5 rows were empty, but even outside of that, they weren't loading about anywhere from 4 to 6 rows every time, even though there's a line. So yeah, that was a little bit frustrating. But you know, it's not a Zero family coaster. It's just a family coaster. It's pretty fun. The best thing to me was the views of Superman and the drop of Superman. That was honestly the best thing, plus the +1. Any other comments on that one?
Not really. Just the biggest gripe is just operations. For them to say the back 5 rows are available, it's like, okay, block them off. People can't use them. But then it's like they weren't even filling the rows that they had.
Yeah, it was definitely a slow mover, and they also didn't let anyone into where the boarding area was until everyone that was on the previous train already left the station. So it was definitely a slow-moving family coaster line. But anyways, onwards and upwards, we're gonna go check out the Wild Mouse coaster next. So let's go. Gotham City Gauntlet, Escape from Arkham Asylum. Very long name for a very standard, basic Wild Mouse. Let's go. Alright, we just rode Gotham City Gauntlet, Escape from Arkham Asylum. Really long name for a very mediocre ride. Amy doesn't like Wild Mouse, do you? Wild Mouse coaster, do ya?
No comment.
No comment is what we're getting from Amy from this one. It is okay. I appreciate the little theming. There's a little bit of theming. It wasn't as themed as the indoor Six Flags one, their theme of Dark Knight, but still appreciated an outdoor Wild Mouse. There's at least a little effort in theming. But yeah, nothing to write home about. But I think next up we're gonna do something to write home about. So let's go see what that is. That thing is Superman the Ride. Here we go. Oh yeah, there they come. All right, we just got off of Superman the Ride here at New England, and wow, I'll go first this time. That was really, really good. I've heard great things about it, and it did not disappoint. It's such a good combination of height, or speed, the height for the drop, and then all the whippy transitions. Also, I like the tunnels a lot too. What do you think?
The theming was done very well. I'm really happy to see that, because Six Flags usually fit good with themes. The ride was themed relatively well. There wasn't much for airtime. Had a little bit of airtime we did get. Unfortunately, I did get a little staples.
Yeah.
The little bit of airtime we got wasn't as comfortable, but it was still a really good ride.
Yeah, the lap bar comes down sort of on your like upper thighs, like on your, oh crap, sorry, oopsies. It comes down on your like upper shins. Sorry, that's where it comes down, like upper shins, just below your waist. So it's like sort of awkward. But yeah, I had heard some complaints about their strengths. I can see why. It didn't bother me that much, but I wasn't stapled like Amy got. So, but still a great fun coaster. Definitely my favorite we've done here by a lot. That was super fun. So yeah, we rode second to last car. That was super, super good. So we're gonna see what we get up to next. I think next up we either have the wooden coaster or another kiddie coaster. So let's go ride something else. Next up is the wooden coaster, the Thunderbolt. All right, we just got off of Thunderbolt, our second Thunderbolt named coaster today. Yeah, it's a classic wooden coaster. Ace landmark as we're standing right here. Also, it started sprinkling, so we're standing under this light that has some canopy on it, so we don't get too wet. But what do you think of that one?
It was nice. So, you know, older ride, little rickety. I was expecting a lot worse going into it, though.
Yeah, definitely not too bad. We rode the second to back row, so not wheel seat. Thankfully, so that helped a lot. But yeah, since it started sprinkling, we're gonna go and hope that the other 4 coasters are open. So we're gonna make our way over there, and we'll see if all of them are open and we can get all of them. But so far we're doing really good on time, so we'll see if we can get it all done. Well, good news is that they're operating the rides since it's just rain. So sadly we didn't bring any jackets or ponchos into the park with us. They're in our car. So yeah, here goes nothing but getting wet all afternoon. But no, it's truly not. Yeah, we just were in Dollywood and that was much worse. Also, really quick, there's Thunderbolt going by. There's this plot of land over here. That's where the old giant inverted boomerang was. It used to be a Magic Mountain. I rode it back when I was a kid, but yep, giant empty plot of land, and hopefully they'll put something there soon. Oh, here's the kids coaster. It's going. Let's go get the kids coaster and complete all the little roller coasters for the day. And this one's called the Great Chase. Let's go chase something. Yeah. Also, look at all this theming in here for all the Looney Tunes characters. So adorable.
Stay seated with your hands, arms,
so adorable.
inside the train at all
An E.F. Myler kids coaster. All right, just had a rain ride on the Great Chase, the E.F. Myler kids coaster. And thank goodness it was just a one lap special, because we sat in separate rows, so we got tossed around on each of the 2 turns in both directions.
Yeah.
But it's still fun, you know, it's a kids coaster. It's the kids up front loved it, so that's all that matters. But yeah, another +1, so we've got 8 of them done. We've got 3 more to go. So let's head over and ride something a little bit more fun than this, a little bit bigger. All right, next up we're gonna do the boomerang. It's called Flashback. Well, looks like it should be a walk-on, so that'd be nice. All right, just had a rain ride here on Flashback. They're Vekoma boomerang. And yeah, what do you think of it, baby?
Oh, there's pins and needles, per usual, when you're on a ride in the rain. Going backwards wasn't a problem, because everything hits the back of your head.
Yeah, so going backwards is pleasant, but forwards.
Yeah. Shout out to the crew, though. The ride operators, they were having some fun up there, and it just made everybody smile. And I love the jokes. Joseph, you know, the rule is no hoods. Hey, you're on this ride, you're gonna get wet, take your hood off. It was fun. It was fun. It was fun.
Super, super fun. So making the best of the jury circumstances as at least the weather goes. We only have 2 coasters left. We've done 9 out of the 11. So let's go hit up those. And yeah, we're probably gonna go back to the car. We probably won't stay for re-rides, but we'll see. We'll see how we're feeling.
We'll see.
Six Flags. Just a random pole here from when they used to have a chairlift ride, and it's just chilling there by itself. But next up, we're going to be doing Pandemonium, their spinning coaster, so we're head over there right now. Looks like the wait won't be that long, considering there's empty trains going around right now. Well, we hit our first roadblock, and it's currently closed, so let's go see if Wicked Cyclone's open. Well, second unlucky thing is that it's also closed. So we're gonna stay around here hoping that one of the 2 opens. We're gonna probably stay close to this one because I'd rather ride this than Pandemonium, but we'll see. Well, in positive news, we just saw some people go on Pandemonium, so we're gonna try getting on that. But yeah, we're gonna keep our eye over on Wicked Cyclone, and hopefully it reopens in the next 45 minutes before the park closes. Success, it's open. Yes, let's go. While we're watching the test cycle for Wicked Cyclone go, we did go on Pandemonium, the spinning coaster, and yeah, it was super fun. Got wet, obviously.
We got a lot of spins because we had Tim and I on one side, and then we had
a single rider,
a single teenage rider across from us, so we were spinning like crazy.
Yeah. Also, sorry for the strobe. There's a light over there blinking, but yeah. So we're hoping that this opens, but we'll see. They're sending a test run. Say our prayers right now. We're hoping and praying. This is the last one we have to get. Second test run. Come on, pretty please. After the 2 test cycles, they haven't sent any more out, so we're not sure we're gonna get it tonight. It stopped raining at least, so the walk back to the parking lot won't be too bad, but this is gonna be a huge bummer. Ugh. Alright, we're gonna call it quits. The workers basically said it's not gonna open. It's only 20 minutes before park closes, so they just said they're not gonna open it, which sucks. Means we got 10 out of the 11, which isn't bad for the only 3 hours we were here, thanks to Amy's 8A pass. That did help a lot. But yeah, no, we still had a great time. It's a bummer that we didn't get the RMC, but you know, we'll be back here some other time to get it. But yeah, I think we're gonna head to the car now. It's thankfully the rain lightened a lot, so it's just barely sprinkling now. We're gonna take the soggy walk back to the car, and yeah, so I think this might be it for the day, unless we think of something else to add to the vlog. It's been a hectic day between all the mountain coasters. We rode the freaking roller coaster in Mass MoCA. That was awesome. And yeah, we got 10 of the 11 here, and Superman was amazing. Definitely the best ride of the day for sure for me. But yeah, so if we don't see you until tomorrow, have a good day, whatever you're doing.